back. Wait, wrong thing. That thing. That's what we want. Strong practice. Can we get in this one? We got a podium earlier on here. Did pretty damn decently. I showed the replay earlier on when I did that little bit of OMC2, and then I was like, yeah, I need to take a break from it. I just don't know how I can improve like my lap time. Like I can get a 2:05.6, but I don't know where to go faster. Like I know I struggle with it in like it's mainly turn 1, just getting like the vest launchery there, like this section here, and then the final corner. That's really it. Where I'm struggling the most, and it's really annoying. I don't know if it's just because I don't have like the proper force in my pedals or in the wheel or such. It's one of those. I just want to sort it, but I want to get a bait like proper like sim setup again. Pedals are bad. It's just the bass. Plus the bass gets like really loud. So I have to dial back the force feedback. Whereas if I got something like a Moser R3, I can have 4 Newton meters of torque, but then it be smoother, so it's not loud. If you get what I mean? And then I'll have that upgrade option of, oh, I want a Formula wheel, I want a GT wheel. I think perfect wheel is chaos. It's a mix of everything. It reminds me of the Red Bull wheel quite a bit, like the old school one. So let's go. Just get a quick lap in. I haven't done any daily races since that one earlier. I feel like I need to open up Logitech and just click OK in a second because it just seems like it's standing a little bit too fast. You can hear the wheels going. Probably a good thing, we'll see. So I'm not turning as much. Might be a good thing. Let me do the lap first. Anything below a 206 would be great right now. 207 for me anyway.
Time 2:06.84.
can see. Yeah, we need to take that corner wider. That's what I think. I think I might just need to take that corner just like a tiny bit wider on entry. What's that? What does that mean? Is that like splits? It can't be splits. There'll have to be like 30 splits ish. Can I join the event? Thank you. This isn't on the SSD, by the way, and it takes like a minute to load sometimes. I like my SimHub kind of configuration how it is. There is something else I want on SimHub, but it just don't seem to work. If I do this, edit layout, it should come here. Where is it? I want to add this, but it don't properly work, if you get what I mean. Let me just put it there. You'll see what I mean in a second. Like normally your brake trace will come up and like your steering input would show. So just give this a second. So it's just numbers. Yeah, so we haven't got the full range. We've got like 240 degrees at the moment. So I mean, for qualifying might not be a bad thing. It's just one of those we'll have to see. I'll probably change it for the race. So basically what I just need to do is get the Logitech software, press that, it'll open up, and then what I'll have to do is just come in here, and then just press OK. And then now, I've got full range of motion. But yeah, we're not going to keep that on. It's just a distraction, really. Bro, why the fuck did he hit me? Add that there. Okay. The car's set up. We're just going to put in 10 laps of fuel, I think. Oh, shit. Okay. We're good. I know it might seem like a lot of info, but it is good to have on, and then I can just change it for the end of the race. Let's start the race. Anyway, I'm just going to quickly lock in whilst we do qualifying for this first race, and then I'll be back. That notification really came up at the wrong time. Luckily, we can come back out the pits and just go around again. So I was big. Tires be warmer. Yeah. So many mistakes. Let's go. Yeah, that notification saying that I drove 500 miles came up really at the wrong time. The lap itself felt alright. So, we'll see what we can do. We've got one lap to do anything. Time to go. Let's see what we can do. For fuck's sake, man. We'll push, we'll see what it is. Might just start from the pit lane. When that tiniest bit wide. Yeah, weren't anything promising at the end, just the mistakes.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
Gonna put in 11 just to be safe. New tires all around. Got the 97 on the front, 99. Yeah, new on front.
Formation lap has started.
Oh, it looks like we're starting from pit lane. Give me enough time, the best amount of time to start. Just do a bit of an edit. See what we can do. Dick. I hate the fact that the pit lanes doesn't even start on the start straight, because then you're already behind by like 30
Green
seconds.
flag, green flag.
And then you gotta wait for him to clear turn one. Just don't make sense. Didn't come up though. Someone's off. That person that was in front of me in the pit lane, by the way, they got DQ'd because they went out when he was still there. Just gonna keep it on the road, see what we can do. Did he just pull over or what was he doing? Oh, he's getting up. Thanks for letting me go, buddy. Someone else in front of us now. Why did they let me shift down? Look at the gap P1 has, by the way. Oh, there's some nice people who get out of the way if they've had a little mishap. Not everyone's like that. I did the exact same as I did in my qualifying lap. Yellow. It's ahead of us. P13. What are you doing? Going in up to 10th, 11th and 12th. What is up with this car, man? the fuck happened there? Oh, fucking bullshit. That's this one. What the fuck happened here? We got 4 hours. Wait, no, is it 3? We got, yeah, 4 hours and 44 minutes until the start of the Red Bull V-Carb 4 delivery reveals for everything this is. The F1 cars will be at the end. It'll be like the Dakar or the WRC cars, the GT cars and shit first. What the fuck happened here? Is this the approach I do the whole time? Is it because I just turned in too early and I hit a bump? Yeah. So the car was still straight and I decided to pull over. I'm dumb. I am dumb. Oh fucking god. The next one of those will be... I don't know. Upcoming schedule. In 20 minutes. Okay. For now... Yeah. I want to have a look for some, like, sim hub overlays. Telemetry sim hub dash. That's not what we want. You know what? We're gonna set it on to BRB. I'm gonna go toilet real quick. Put on a shirt instead of a jumper, and I will be back.
you think you're untouchable.
Word life. This is basic thugonomics. This is basic thugonomics. Word life. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you to feel me. Word life. This is basic thugonomics. Word life. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you to feel me. Whether fighting or spitting, my discipline is unforgiving. Got you backing up in a defensive position. An ass-kicking anthem, heavyweight or bantam, holding camps for ransom. The microphone phantom, teams hit the floor, it's the new fight joint. Like a broken needle, kid, you missing a point. We dominate your conference with offense that's no nonsense. My theme song hits, get your reinforcements. We strike quick with hard kicks, ducking ice sticks, bare knuckle mitts through fight pits. Beat you lifeless, never survive this. Get forgot like all timers. Two-faced rappers walk away with four shiners. The raw rhymer, turning legends to old timers. My incisors like a viper biting through your one-liners. New Dead Man Inc., and we about to make you famous. Taking over Earth and still kicking in Uranus. Word life. This is basic thugonomics. This is basic thugonomics. Word life. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you to feel me. Word life. This is basic thugonomics. Word life. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you ain't advancing up the process. Potential phonetical concepts or objects are foreign, like block tests, fonts and text are complex, regardless of your finesse or your fitness. It's a condition of business. Your lane vision of an underground physical image underneath to undermine your whole typical image with the precision of percentages and the collision of sentences. Poetry, beats and mics, we untouchable like righteous sluts with no crevices. Streets unite, we rock brighter with dumber beats. Your cats couldn't come this hot and urged off in the summer heat. Forget 2 takes, kill your birds the first time. Your best ain't worthy of my filler or worse rhymes. I'm better than nice. Check the veteran stripes, leave you beside yourself with fear. I'll kill you and bury you twice, despite the cover of night. Tracking your flight like guerrilla warfare, where the grass is dense. Approaching me's a quick way to get referred to in the past tense. Dead that. When the light, the mic is on, the crowd is dead like an intermission when you on a Titan song. Life. This is basic thugonomics. This is basic thugonomics. Word life. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you to feel me. Word life. This is basic thugonomics. Word life. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you to feel me.
Give me a second, I'm just going to show them. God, I can't believe I've had this shirt for like 4 years now. It feels like yesterday getting it. Wow, that actually works really well. What the fuck did I come back to? Yeah, so I saw just like a trick. Just stop your seat moving as much. Just use like some slippers. So you know what? I'm using some slippers. Together, yeah, forever and forever. F1 2019. That's not kind of the one that I'm expecting of. I'm on about, you know, like the bottom. Forever together, I'm gonna be forever and forever. Extra, no, we don't want to extract the folder. Extract this to that, into there. So, let me get this. We don't have a 4K monitor, so we'll probably just get the 720p one installed. CM Hub. Wait, is this one 1080? I don't know how well it'll work. Edit layout. Remove that. Add overlay. See, I wanted that, but it don't work. Just shite. Let's get. Running around. Bam. I'll do it all. Everything. Oh. Let me have a look at the lab guide. Second gear. Okay. Well, we'll see how this goes. We'll see how it goes. I don't even show throttle inputs. That's why I accidentally shifted my wheel into using the H button. That'll explain it. So you want to take... Oh. I'll try do what you did. It's for the first sector. So you want to get close to the wall on the inside where the black board is. Break just before the end of the wall into turn 1 again, where the black wall is at the apex. And then you want to kind of kiss the curbs. Oh, it's okay. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I get where you mean now. Luckily we have enough time to do another lap, but now it gives us time just to think about it again. That's my only issue with. I think they've changed it so that curb's just a bit more difficult to ride on. What do you say is? I think it's. Oh, you can't even. I think it was 49.8. Oh shit. I've said a bit too much then. It's not start from pit lane this time either. Don't do that again. That was it. Might still run a bit too fast there, but we'll see how the lap goes. Not like that though. Missed where I wanted to go. That won't count. Go wide and then kind of go for the power through. Yeah, no, that's too wide still. Yeah, That's too much. Right. Let's exit to the main menu. Yeah.
Why is your girlfriend being so rude? Why is your girlfriend so rude?
Oh, don't leave him. He's 22. He's got a car as well.
Like,
Oh, we got 36 seconds. No shit, Sherlock. Here's a hell.
Max Verstappen having stickers all over his sim racing car, and they are hilarious. Let's analyze this. On the left heat, George Russell as Whoopi.
There you go. Shit on it.
My owner beats me. My owner beats me by Kids Amazing. Disclaimer: no dogs were harmed in the making of this book, and I do not support animal abuse in any way. Also, this book is not actually about being a wiener dog. That clears things up. Don't comment the author, Tita, or anyone else. I promise I'm fine. I'm a wiener dog, and I have a confession to make. My owner beats me, and no, this isn't fake. He beats me in the morning. He beats me at night. He beats me when he's feeling blue, or when the mood's just right. He beats me hard. He beats me rough.
Toyota's making new old engines. This is a 4AG that is not old. It's the engine out of an 86 Toyota Corolla, except with a brand new casting with improvements, which I think is what the U means. 4AGE, which for Toyota nerds, 4A is the engine series, which is a 1.6 liter. G is for high performance, E is for fuel protection, and U is probably this is for upgrade. It's all they make it a lot better, and it's really expensive. It's like $8,000 or something for this engine.
Right. Let's get ready. We'll probably head on C2 after this, just so after the next one, because it's getting a bit late and the wheel's a bit loud. If it was direct drive, I'd be going all night, but low-key kind of want to be up to watch the Red Bull and V-Carb livery reveals. Might stream that on Twitch or TikTok or both. Anyway, it's qualifying time. I'm going to be quiet unless I fuck up. Back a little bit, so I'm not knocking it. Really hate this final corner.
That time was a 2:06.51.
We'll have enough time to do one more lap. That's really it. I guess if we had lower fuel, we could have done more, but it's a tight lobby in all fairness. Like 1.6 is top 10 being spread by 2.5 seconds is quite surprising. We're starting 9th now. I don't want to start in the pit lane again. Pit lane's just so bad to start in.
Making new old engine. Right here.
Domino's.
We got some Domino's for dinner tonight.
I got hand tossed pizza with sausage and mushroom.
And I got a pan pizza with chicken, bacon, and pepperoni.
Pizza delivery.
Skulls. Nutty. Rudy! Oh, wonderful!
Okay.
You can get started on electric guitar today for an ultra low price. This is a full-sized electric guitar starter kit, and it comes with everything you need to get started right out of the box. The guitar itself has a solid body with HSS pickups, so you can play anything
What are we
from
waiting
clean
on?
tones to rock and blues. It includes the strap, cable, picks, extra strings, and the basics, so there's no extra shopping or setting strings. You get it. Especially if you're a beginner, it's set up in a way that makes learning way less intimidating.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
Gifts or anyone who's been thinking about learning electric guitar.
Let's maybe have it.
Check it out right now on Temu for the best price. You can get started on electric guitar today.
We'll see though.
Formation lap has started.
You can't wave, mate. This is going to be hectic. I don't like starting this far back in the middle. I'd rather start last than this.
Green flag, green flag.
I can just get cautious into down low. Okay, we've got two positions because one started in the pits and that guy went up. That's 3 positions. P6.
Time to 15.00.
I'm gonna feel it on spell me. Thank you. It's P5. Really ruined it then. Don't watch you understand really.
Time to 05.80.
Don't know if that was P2 or P1 that went off. This fight's about to get spicy. See what happens here. I love the fact I went faster than my qualifying time. Oh. 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 They're argy-bargy. It's currently the battle for P3 here. P2's only just up the road. Okay, we're up to P4. So we're up 5 positions from where we started. There's a little nick on the wall there. Shouldn't be anything.
Time to 06.59.
Expecting some argy-bargy between these two for P2. Nice start of the lap though. They're battling. This is what we want to see. Got a nice gap behind us now, 6 seconds. Someone's made a mistake. There goes one of them. If it's this guy behind me, I'll give him. And we're both ahead of the McLaren, I'm going to give him the P2 back. When it comes to the end of the race. Behind us, it's not P1. Kind of hoping it was P1. Second gear. Back on the power. Nice exit. P1 set to 4-1.
That time was a 2:05.49.
P2 struggling here. I was too busy focusing on him. If I think P4's faster than me, I'll let him go by. That was a good exit there by me. Pulled away a few temps on P4. He's going wide. He didn't really lose much time going wide there. Should have been in first for that exit. Not second. Did exactly what he did, but I didn't lose too much time. Manageable.
2:05.94.
Already sent it too wide, didn't I? Let him go. See what you can do. I'd rather have a P4 than in the wall again because I've defended too much. Tom's let him get his revenge back on the McLaren ahead. Maybe not. P1's got a monster gap, man. I set a purple final sector, but I did cut a bit of course. I think he went right down a little bit, but not enough. Yeah, I'm just going to bring this home now. I'll take another podium. I really need some luck on my side if I was to do anything else. Alright, 5 minutes remaining. The Lexus was behind me, the car behind me, and not the Merc. I'd give him the position back, but he's not. I don't know if he got hit by the McLaren when he was first one. We'll have a look. When it comes to it. Just for now, we've got like 3.5 laps. 2.5 laps, just focus on keeping it on track, no mistakes. I think if I didn't get the damage, I'd be pushing for P2, but yeah, it was a mistake. Wait, what's happened to P1? Whoa! I would be battling for the lead right now if I didn't fuck up. There's my bit of luck.
Lap 2:05.57.
Don't want anything to happen to the new leader, but he's there for the taking, if anything happens. Got a lap and a bit to go, a lap and 3/4. Anything can happen. Get out of the way. 111. Why are you braking there? Fucking hell. Did he just spin himself out? At least he hasn't taken anyone out, obviously. Right, 1 lap to go. If I didn't get the damage, I'd be fighting for P1 now. But hey, I'll take P2.
Lap 2:06.87.
Hey, Brox is in P4 now. Come on, Brox, you can still get the podium, mate. Let's just focus on getting to the line myself. Kind of glad he didn't fuck up my car even though I should have been out. It's a bit wide. Look at that. Rear end's getting a bit loosey-goosey now. Unless he messes it up, it's going to be P2. Not an 11. Oh shit! Oh, that guy again. Oh, that's familiar. Oh, we take P2. What happened to him? Oh, he got damaged. He got damage. Hello, damage.
Okay, for an ultra low price. This is a full-sized electric guitar starter kit, and it comes with everything you need to get started.
I have a pen. I have an apple.
I will buy your.
It was only a few weeks ago Abu Dhabi ended. Finished. And we've already got the first livery coming up. What the fuck? We had the first fucking team kit out yesterday with VCarb, which looks fucking clean as fuck. It'll probably be on there tomorrow. Two quality clean laps, one invalid. 5 clean laps, one invalid. So even though he hit me, this guy, right now, when did I hit him? So is my safety rating going? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because someone hit me and I then was punted into someone else, I get 4. So my safety rating went down and my driver rating went up massively. I have the highest increase. Do you want to see something funny, chat? Is it still on the main menu? This is because of people crashing into me. Or me touching the wall. It don't make sense. We've got the next one in 4 minutes. We'll register. Back in. Did we go for the 25 one? Yeah, sure. Right, I'm gonna fill up my flask. Where did I put my flask? Unnecessarily big. Yes. Do I like it? Yes. Do I need it? No. Well, the drink, yes, but that size, no. So we'll have a shit race, and then we'll have a P1. Our safety rank's there though. I want it to go up 1, and then 2, and then 3. And then it will go silver, 1, 2, 3, gold, 1, 2, 3, I don't know however high it goes. So in our finished races, we've got 2 podiums. So 67%. So if we get our safety rating up to silver, I thought it would have been based on driver rating. We can do ELMS trophy, and then if we get a gold, we can go into the hypercars. Hey ChatGPT, when does the LMU Ultimate's daily races change tracks?
To the race control event schedule or the Le Mans Ultimate community.
What day do they typically change on?
In Le Mans Ultimate, the daily races usually change every Tuesday at around 12 PM UTC. This weekly rotation ensures players get to experience different tracks and vehicles. For the most up-to-date information, it's best to refer to the race control event schedule or the community forums.
Can you send me a link to the race control event schedule?
You can find the race control event schedule for Le Mans Ultimate on the official race control website. It provides detailed information on all upcoming races, including daily and weekly rotations, so you can plan your racing schedule effectively. You can also check the Le Mans Ultimate community for more updates and details.
Yeah, can you send me a link to that official race control website? They don't really show. Anyway, let's get the car set up. Let's take out. Yeah. Put that amount in. We'll quickly. We'll change it when it comes to it. This will be the last one of the night. Then we'll hop on MC or something. Right, let's go chat. Final qualifying of the night. See how we do. go for a banker first. Yeah, it's not quite a banker, that's a bit wide. But, it'll do. Too far there. Too wide. Is that your bunker? I'm going to focus on this one.
920.92.
We've got enough time to do another, I hope. I was still kind of on track, man. Got to line a little late. We're close. It will be close. Just not. We would have needed 2 minute lap time to get the ball final. It looks like we're starting P4. We're just gonna get the fuel in for the race. 11.4 just to be safe. They've got to stop and go. They're going almost full, aren't they? think I know why it is. It's because they don't use 100 degrees. I think they use like 400 or something, or 240. Because that's a lot to turn your hand around just to get that lock there. They go really wide. Oh, they're just saving fuel. Yeah, they're not improving. Who else are we waiting on? Sullivan? No. But you gotta check it, there's no point in keeping him going. He's also got checkers. And then down to P5.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
See how we do this race. See if we can get better than P2. We're starting 4 places higher. The guy ahead has a full tank of fuel. You need at least like 45. That'll get you. 48's comfortable.
Formation lap has started.
Here we go. One more sip. Push you back a little bit again.
Green flag, green flag.
Bro, why are you moving under braking as well? Not really the start I wanted. We didn't lose much time like the last race. There goes P2. That's me. I don't know what this Merc's line is. It's not doing it basically. I can go for my one then.
Lap 2
some points. I'm really getting affected by the weight from the cars ahead now. Let's just get into the race. Don't do anything silly. Gonna let it play out. He's going off. Just don't go into me, thank you. He's gone into the wall. That's 2 free positions, that's brilliant. I really got caught up then behind the BMW, the Ferrari, sorry. Nice 2 beamers coming together, thank you. Tyres are warmed up now. So let's go. The puncture.
Lap 206.44.
Small mistake there. See what I can, if I can do what I can down here. Not this time. Someone behind's got a 10% penalty. Got 11 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Well, P2's on. Nice exit. See you later, son. Oh, that's a costly mistake, that.
Time 2:06.96.
It's a good first start with the luck. Could have had a bit of a bearing to there, but that's fine. Little wide there, but we're fine. Pulled a nice gap now behind. Nice exit there.
Lap 2:04.95.
Good luck. I really needed a drink then. Should have done it on the other straight, but we're fine. So why Loki, I think the SF 1000 mil would be good, is because I could just shift my landing. However, we're now good. It's just getting a bit hot in my room. That's it. Shit. Did I fuck it up bad? It's still straight, okay. As long as it's still straight, that's good. Fucking stupid, man. Just gotta keep it. This we went in straight and not an angle. If we went in an angle, it still would be junky. A bit like last race. We've got 2 laps to go now anyway. This guy started getting ahead of this one.
17.39.
Yeah, I can't push it that hard. Fucking hell. Yeah, we definitely got front end damage. It's just the fact of what it is. Fuck's sake. Can only hope I can hold on like this for a lap. Car's damaged, but I'm holding on. I'd be happy with P4, but I'd like to hold in the polo if I can. He's got it.
Time 2:23.58.
Unless he makes a mistake. I'll go trade him. But in all fairness, he started ahead of where, well, finish ahead of where he started. I think the tyres are just cooked. I held on to the P2 for as long as I could. I just don't know what happened for that first one. Still need to push because the guy behind me. It's like driving NASCAR right now. By the way, I think it's the brakes. Possibly, because they just, it's on too much, I just keep going. You know where it would have been? The one actually, when I fucking rammed into a guy at the back, when I was saying congrats to him. Nope, busy. Give that a minute. Wait, what? Warning badge? Oh, is that because it was... So you're telling me we... Oh, we lost one more. Don't help that I hit the barrier. Whew. Done almost more than all these combined. Wait, no. I just noticed he's played 76.2 hours. I thought it was 76 minutes. Yeah, no. I've done more than all these lot combined. If we go into the store page, is it? Yeah, it's very positive. Yep, same as iRacing. Yep. That's facts. I'm gonna open a window. Again. And I can do that. Don't help someone's put the heating on, even though it's not cold in the house. They've just decided to put it on. Either way. Let me get this. Hide that and that. Shall we put some YouTube on? I meant to keep YouTube open. So, is there any news on this? Oh, the coldness is nice. Oh yeah, what's back here? This is the launch for everything Ford. Kind of got in at the right time, didn't it? Deploy it on your time.
Strap in. It's about to get loud with America's Race Team. We're taking you where heat breaks machines, where concrete has no margin, where speed has consequences, and where pressure reveals the truth. Dakar, Baja, Le Mans, NASCAR, and Formula One. Plus the world debut of a new high-performance sports car. We're going to the end, and then even further with America's Race Team. This is the 2026 Ford Racing Season launch. It's go time. Please welcome your host, Dax Shepard.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. I am thrilled to be back in my hometown to kick off the biggest racing season in Ford history. But before we get started, I want to be a little self-indulgent. None of you would know this in the room, but last Sunday I was nominated for a Golden Globe for Best Podcast. Don't clap, don't clap, don't clap, don't clap. I did not win. Congratulations. Which is extremely sad because I really made a heartfelt acceptance speech. And, well, I'd like to make you guys listen to it since I didn't get to do it there. And this is from the bottom of the heart, so here we go. You have to assume they called my name. Oh my God. Wow, this is such an honor. I want to thank the Hollywood Foreign Press, my agents, my wife, our beautiful daughters. I love you so much. But mostly, I want to thank my Ford Raptor R. Having 700 horsepower at my disposal has given me the confidence to interview presidents and Nobel laureates. LA can be an intimidating place, but taking speed bumps at 65 miles an hour has taught me not to sweat the small stuff. I also want to thank my higher power, Max Verstappen. Anytime I worried about winning or losing, I looked to Max and remembered, sometimes the very best of all time doesn't win. And if my Dutch God can handle second place, so can I. So thank you so much. Okay, now that that's out of the way, this is a stacked night. We've got champions like Joey Logano and Max Verstappen here tonight. We've got off-road warriors like Bailey Campbell and off-road honey badgers like my dear friend Daniel Ricciardo.
Daddy Rick.
We're streaming globally. We've got employee watch parties everywhere and a great crowd here tonight in downtown Detroit at the beautiful station at Michigan Central. Now, the first person that I'd like to bring up is definitely the coolest, most genuine gearhead CEO in the world today. Please welcome my friend, Jim Farley.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you.
Okay, now, Jim, from the first time I was a guest on your podcast, I knew you were not a bean counter CEO. If you don't follow Jim on Instagram, you should, especially if you like being jealous. He's constantly racing something incredibly cool. Now, you just got back from the Dakar rally.
Yes.
Yeah, did you get a chance to drive?
I did, and I still have sand in places I'm trying to figure out.
Okay, I'd like to help you find all that after the show. Now, you were explicit about wanting to breathe passion back into Ford racing.
Yes.
And as we stand here today among
guys are
Mustangs,
awesome.
Raptors, and funny cars, I got to say that you crushed that goal, my friend. So my question is, what is the value of racing for Ford as a brand and a manufacturer?
I think we're lucky we work in an industry where we have our own sport, motorsports. So we like to win because we're competitive at Ford. That's one thing. Also, we want to give everyone a little piece of our racing success. So we race because we make our products better with the racing technology, like the GTD, like your Raptor R. Those are all informed by racing. And I think that's important. And the last part is, probably back to the first, we want all of our employees to be proud to work for Ford because we kick ass.
You do. So yes, my Raptor R, I love it. It's a blessing from above. How did racing help create that vehicle?
Fox shops, all the damping, the motor, the calibration, all the off-road capability, the way it can jump. You know, all of that comes from racing. Basically, we wanted to make a trophy truck for the road.
Yeah, well, you did. Job well done. I feel like a trophy truck driver in traffic in LA. How is it good for business?
Well, I mean, we had the best sales in 10 years at Ford last year. And I think it kind of speaks for itself because it's not really we race to sell on Monday. We actually race to produce really cool vehicles that people love.
Yeah.
And that's why it's good for business, because the more we race, the more our engineers learn from racing, the cooler the Fords are, the more people like them. And that's really the model today.
Yeah. So you are calling Ford Racing America's race team. That is a very bold statement. What does that phrase mean to you?
I think Ford to me is the most American car company, and we are unapologetically American. All right? And that means no matter where we are in the world, we have that little swagger, little twinkle in our eye that we're going to do a little bit differently than everyone else. And I think Look, we've won all these championships around the world. We're very proud to be in all these countries around the world. But first and foremost, we're proud to be American company from here in Detroit.
Yeah.
And so I think that's why, because the company is so American. We're the most American car company in terms of our manufacturing. But I think our attitude as a company is American.
Well, look, I watch a lot of motorsports, and it does break my heart that we're not represented. So on behalf of all of us who are watching it, we thank you so much. Jim, thank you so much.
Thank
now
you,
let's
Dex.
take a look at Ford Racing Off-Road. Okay. Well, if that doesn't make you want to go off-roading, then you might be dead. I am joined by Mark Rushberg, the Global Director of Ford Racing, who was with Jim out in the Saudi desert. How was that?
Well, it was incredible. We race off-road all around the world, but Dakar is so unique. It has a unique challenge, steep sand dunes, these massive boulders, sharp rocks. And to survive in this environment, you need a very special truck. It's got to have a proven V8, like our Coyote V8, a suspension to absorb all that energy, to handle the toughest extremes, to keep the driver and the co-driver comfortable and able to drive fast.
Well, let's take a look at those drivers now at the 2026 Dakar Rally.
Hi, everyone. We're here at Dakar in Saudi, and I wanted to give you an inside look as Ford fans. Good morning, guys. We thought we'd bring you guys to everyone in Detroit right now to maybe give the audience a little bit idea how your race is going.
The race is very tight. There are many teams, many good cars that are competing for the victory. I think very tough, and still everything is open. We are happy with the car. The car is working fine to push 100%.
And Mitch, representing the United States.
Hello, everyone in the States. Thanks for following along, but it's been a good rally so far.
Good to see both you guys together out in the dunes. You guys came through together.
We spent time together yesterday.
Well, maybe you were a little too close.
Yeah, that's what we call getting a tow. So Nanny passed me, and then I said, okay, I'll just follow you.
When does the proximity alarm go off? How close?
I was 5 meters following Carlos.
My alarm was really all the time.
But he was working well because he kept good pace when I was close.
Nani, what's going on with your race? You had one big moment when you hit the dune. I think it was like 15G.
It was, I looking far, and I don't see the camel.
Yes.
And the impact, in front moment, I saw black. And again there, I said, okay, Alex, you are okay? Yeah, I am okay. It was tough, but happy to be here.
And do you find any prejudice being from Northern Europe?
We have always good fun, but no one stands a chance with Carlos. So he steals the attention. He's a legend in his own, and I think that's also really fun.
For all the Ford fans around the world, we've won Formula One races, we won Le Mans 4 times, we won Indianapolis, we won NASCAR, we won everything, but we have never won this race. Winning Dakar will be something that we will all cherish for the rest of our lives. Good luck.
Thanks, boss.
Good luck.
Carlos de Bol. That's an exceedingly handsome team. I know the race is still going on, but how's it looking?
Well, Dakar is a marathon. It's 13 stages. It takes across over 2 weeks. Today was a great day for us. We had the top 3 trucks in today's stage, so that's awesome. There's 2 stages left to go. Currently in the overall standings, we have trucks in 2nd, 4th, and 5th. So we're going to push hard. We're going to try to bring home that victory.
Yeah, it's so great to see the Raptor in such an iconic race. Where else are you racing off-road?
Well, you've heard us say for these last several years that we absolutely want to own off-road. And that's the great Raptors that we have for our customers, but it's also racing around the world, whether it's the Australia Fink race, King of the Hammers, Baja. It's all important for us. So since the inception of Raptor 15 years ago, we have continued to race so that every Raptor is better than the previous for our customers.
Well, I've been to the King of the Hammers a couple times, and I think it's best described as a 24-hour car crash. That has to be the ultimate durability test for Ford Racing. Do you have any other big plans for the year?
Yeah, we love King of the Hammers and going back there in just a couple weeks. And we know that people love Broncos racing there, but they also love Bronco Raptor. So this year in the stock class in 4600, we will be racing as a Bronco Raptor.
Oh, so a Bronco 4600, and who will be the lucky driver?
Well, we've got a lot of great drivers that have competed over the last several years with a lot of success. But we have got a new driver this year that we're excited to introduce here. You'll all probably know her, Bailey Campbell.
Hi, Bailey.
Hello.
So great to have you here. Bailey, what's it like out there in the thick of the off-road action?
You know, it can be pretty intense, but I came from a racing family, and it's been my way of life. I don't know any better. I love the desert, and there's no place I'd rather be.
Yeah, well, you've been working in the shop your whole life, so how does that impact how you think about a vehicle when you're going into competition?
You learn a lot. You know, I've learned a lot about a vehicle's limits, its capabilities, and when you've got a wrench in your hand, it all just comes back to you, you know? When I'm in a challenging situation, it helps that I can picture every part of a vehicle, understand what it can do, and I have the confidence that I can fix it on the fly when I'm out in the field.
Okay, so as a mechanic and a driver, do you think this new Bronco 4600 is up for the King of the Hammers?
Yes, absolutely. The Raptor front end is perfect for the heavy rock crawling.
Okay, well, it's hard to see that Hammers footage and not be jealous.
No.
Can I come join?
Absolutely. You know, we just had the Raptor Rally. I don't know if you've actually heard of it, but it was an amazing event that they held in Havasu, Arizona. And we had pro drivers, first timers, all pushing the limit together. I had such a great time, and hitting the trail with Raptor owners who joined us, it was nothing like it, you know?
Yeah, I've got a friend that was at that Raptor rally, and he will not shut up about it. So let's bring him out so he can gloat a little bit more. Ford Racing's global off-road ambassador, 8-time Formula One Grand Prix winner, and 8-year Raptor owner, my friend Daniel Ricciardo! Let him know how much we love each other. Daniel and I have vacationed together. This is not just for the stage. We've held hands in Europe, haven't we?
We have.
Yeah.
We've walked under bridges. We've done a lot of romantic things.
Okay, I want to show everybody something from Danny's Instagram page.
Terrified.
Holy you look very awake in that video. What was going through your mind?
Yeah, I was terrified, but it was absolutely incredible jumping my Raptor for the first time. So, yeah.
Okay. What else happens at Raptor rallies besides the jumping?
So the jumping is awesome, but yeah, there's so much more. It's imagine driving through narrow passes, up over boulders, through the desert, which looks like a painting, and you have all these Raptor owners encouraging you and like being stoked for you every step of the way.
Okay, now did you deploy that famous smile and make some new friends?
I did.
Just let it rip. Let's see the smile. Just let it rip.
Yeah, I did.
It's good seeing him
Sorry
back.
to make you jealous, but I made a lot of new friends.
Yeah.
You're still one of my best friends.
Okay, good.
But yeah, it was, you know, we drove together over the trails. We did a sunset drive, trading stories by the campfire. And yeah, a lot of them arrived together in caravans, drove across the country to get there. It's like one big community and family.
Okay, so for folks who didn't get a chance to go last year, will there be any other chances?
Yes, there is. I'm pleased to announce that Raptor Rally 3.0 will be happening again and returning to what I now call the Sioux, Lake Havasu.
Oh, right.
I don't know if anyone's ever called it that, but Lake Havasu, October 16th and 17th this year.
Okay, schedule cleared. Now, Raptor isn't the only Ford icon making noise this year. Let's see what's going on in the world of Mustang racing.
And he gets it! Oh my God! With absolute perfection. What a moment to celebrate.
Okay, Mark, what is happening in Mustang racing?
Well, we race Mustangs all around the world. We had a great year last year. We won season championships in Australia Supercars and Formula Drift. We had a big win in NHRA with Chris Holbrook in his Factory X Mustang. Well, speaking of drag racing, we also have legendary Bob Tasca III here with us in the house. But Bob has a new driver for 2026. And I'm very proud to announce that. Representing Ford Racing and Motorcraft, racing with Bob Tasca, we will have two-time NHRA Funny Car World Champion Austin Prock.
Let's hear it for Austin Prock and Tasca Racing. Okay, now, Mark, I heard a rumor that you have a hill-climbing electric Mustang in the works.
Yeah, we do. We need to be working with all powertrain technologies, and the Super Mustang Mach-E is really pushing the boundaries of what we can do with battery-powered performance. And we've got one of the all-time greats piloting that car again, Romain Dumas. He is the king of the mountain at Pikes Peak. He knows how to get up those twists, turns, and we'll go back trying to get Romain and Ford another king of the mountain at Pikes Peak in June.
Yeah, what an incredible career he has had. Now, what about those who want to start racing?
Well, we set out with the 7th generation Mustang to build a full pyramid of racing. From the top with the Mustang GT3, Mustang GT4, and Dark Horse R. We want to go from top to bottom. We offer a lot of these great experiences, not just on the racetrack, but also professional instruction that if you buy a Mustang Dark Horse, you get an owner experience on the racetrack with professional instruction. We've got our Mustang Cup, our Mustang Challenge with the Spec Racing Series, Mustang GT4, GT3, racing Mustangs all around the world.
Okay, you got any talent moving up the ranks in that system?
We do. It's important to fill that pipeline with some talent. So we have our Ford Racing Driver Development Program that we started last year with 6 great candidates last year and adding several more tonight, as you can see on the screen behind me.
Okay, well, hopefully we'll get to see them driving Mustang GT3 someday. What are your plans this year?
Well, we raced Mustang GT3 for 2 years, all around the world, some great endurance races, a lot of success. But there was one that was missing from that list. So we are very proud to be going to the Bathurst 12-hour with a great driver lineup, a new livery, Mustang GT3 HRT taking that car there for us.
And what about IMSA and WEC seasons? I hear you've got an updated contender for 2026?
Yeah, we run as a full factory in IMSA and with our Proton team in WEC. And we're proud to announce a full driver lineup for that. So we've improved the car. We have a Mustang GT3 Evo, making the aerodynamics better, adding some dive planes, refining the splitter, the diffuser, suspension kinematics, and better brakes. So we've got a great Evo for our Mustang GT3 and a great driver lineup.
Well, it sounds like a monster, but who gets to drive it?
Yeah, you'll see back here, but we are excited with a lot of veteran drivers that we have. But tonight we are announcing our newest driver added to our factory lineup, Logan Sargent. Yeah.
Welcome back, Logan.
So that's a great addition, great young talent, the success that he's had with a lot of great veterans that we've had in there as well.
Okay, so you're going hard in every level of Mustang racing. Now, I know you love all your children the same, but did you have a favorite race for 2025?
It's tough to say, honestly, because like you said, I love all of our racing. We've got so many great teams, so many great drivers. In 2025, we had 91 race wins around the world as Ford Racing in 38 countries, on 6 continents, on 20 different vehicles. So I've traveled a lot of those races. I've been gone a lot of weekends, but love being at the track with those teams and drivers. But for me, the effort that was put in with our team with Multimatic at the 24 Hours of Daytona to bring in home that win about a year ago. That was incredible for me. That same car has had a lot of success too, winning also the AM class at the 24 Hours of Nürburgring. Incredible result for such
And the
a great team.
Nürburgring goes by another name too, yeah?
It does. We call it the Green Hell. The elevation change that you have there, 13 miles, 170 corners. It really challenges the car, the driver, the team to be able to optimize performance across all of that. So we've done that in racing with Mustang GT3 there. But we've also been there with our Mustang GTD, with our road car. And that's a great thing that we can share the learning, road to race to road and back. And we took the Mustang GTD there. We went under 7 minutes. We were the first American company to do that. An incredible accomplishment by the team. And that's what we love to be able to do. All of that based on the Mustang Dark Horse.
Okay, do you think you could raise the bar even higher?
Well, what is
that? My goodness, what's making that delicious sound?
Yeah, let's have a look at these.
Sounds to me like the most advanced, powerful, and track-capable Dark Horse ever. Here it is. It's the debut of the supercharged 5.2-liter V8 Mustang Dark Horse SC.
Oh!
I like this, the fact that it's not just the Red Bull launch event. That's a lot of carbon on the front. Oh, that looks nice.
Okay, look at this beast. Let's meet the man behind the muscle, Chief Program Engineer, Ari Rondelbed.
Thanks, Dax.
Congratulations on this gorgeous supercharged masterpiece. How did you approach this mission?
Well, this was really a dream project for the team. A chance to make a world-class performance icon, true to its American muscle car roots, using everything we've learned on the track.
Well, it sounds downright evil. What can you tell us about this supercharged V8?
That 5.2-liter V8 uses a supercharger to generate massive airflow, bringing incredible power to a street Mustang.
Well, let's see how your team got it done.
Dark Horse SC is race bred, street cred. Every time I start the vehicle, it's like a shot of adrenaline.
You know, move your brain back in your head just a little bit. Dark Horse SC is the best track car we can make. It's the pinnacle of Mustang performance.
This is really for the adrenaline junkie, someone who's really into performance right from the factory.
We have people saying, hey, I love your Mustang Dark Horse, but I want more power, or I want more braking.
During development, we shared the learnings from GTD. For example, the supercharged 5.2-liter engine coupled with a dual-clutch transmission. But there's so much more than that.
When you think about Mustang racing, we truly now have that innovation that goes race to road to race to road.
That's what we do at Ford Racing. We push the boundaries of what is legal in a production vehicle.
Okay, so it has gobs of power, but what did you do for the handling?
It delivers sharper, more predictable handling driven by a Ford Racing suspension with next-gen mag ride dampers. And it stays cool and planted on the track thanks to a relentless focus on aerodynamics and powertrain cooling. It really is the most powerful dark horse we've ever released.
Okay, I'll take it. Mark, Ford Racing really puts performance-grade tech into the hands of people, doesn't it?
Yeah, and absolutely. We're excited about the Dark Horse SC, and really that's just the start for the new Ford Racing. And we're looking at introducing 10 new products across the next 10 years.
Okay, I'll take those too. Wait a minute, we have got a mustached man behind the wheel of this car that begs an introduction. Let's hop out here. Oh, he is a familiar mustached man. He's the 2023 NASCAR Cup Series champion, Ryan Blaney.
Hello. How's it going? How's it going? Wow. What an intro. Thank you.
Ryan, what did you think of the Dark Horse?
Well, I got to tell you, it's great that I got to drive it for the first time. The supercharged V is unbelievable. The carbon brakes are really amazing. When you get it on the track, you just want to punch it hard, brake late. Mark, you think I can take this into competition soon?
I think that's a great idea. In fact, I'm excited to announce tonight that we will, in 2027, we will take the Dark Horse SC and debut it at America's racetrack with America's race team, the Daytona 500.
Oh my goodness. A Dark Horse SC would look great in Penske yellow with Ryan at the wheel.
Well, it looks great in yellow, but it looks great in a lot of other colors too. And we've got a lot of Mustang drivers in NASCAR Cup, and I think some of them are here.
Well, let's bring them out.
Got 2.5 hours till the F1.
RFK Racing driver Chris Buescher, Front Row Motorsports driver Zane Smith, and 3-time NASCAR Cup champ Penske Racing driver Joey Logano, whom I've threatened to bring my daughter over to ride go-karts. I don't know if you're watching your Instagram comments, but that's me. They look so nice and friendly, don't they? But do not be fooled once they hit 200 miles per hour. They're terrible people. Mean, aggressive, selfish. Be honest, who is the nastiest competitor here? Oh, you have your own mic.
Yeah, I do. Joey, you've been in the most fights out of us three, right?
He looks weird with that hair,
I'd
man.
probably take the cake on that one. Yeah.
Okay, and who's the nicest?
I guess I'm the newest, so I don't know. I haven't made that many people mad so far, which is a good and bad thing.
Okay, let's get down to it. Which one of you is going to take Mustang to the win at the Daytona 500?
I'd like to do it.
Yeah, I think I can handle that.
I think it'd be great.
Well, I guess we will find out next month. Good luck, you guys. Go make some history down in Daytona. And speaking of racing history, Mark, Ford Racing also has some business at another storied track overseas. Isn't that right?
It does. We race all over the world, but a very special place for us is Le Mans. That's where legends are born. And it's an undeniable thrill to be going there with an American muscle to this storied asphalt. And that's why, literally, as we speak, our designers, our engineers are crafting our new hypercar for 2027 to compete for the overall win at Le Mans. Let's take a look.
Next year? Are we actually going to see what it looks like? Are we going to see it?
Okay, I cannot wait to see more competing for the overall win in 2027. We're due for another movie. Joining me here is General Manager of Ford Racing, Will Ford, and the Program Manager for this incredible effort, Dan Sayers. This is already shaping up to be the biggest year ever for Ford Racing. Why are you adding a hypercar?
Le Mans is ingrained in our DNA, both our company and my family. And I grew up with the stories of the GT40s from the 60s. And when we went back in 2016 on the 50th anniversary of the first win with the GT and won, beat Ferrari in that first year, it was one of the proudest moments of my life, one of the best moments I've shared with my family. So to experience a little bit of that feeling that they had in the 60s was amazing, but there was always that lingering feeling of, what if we could go back for the overall win again? Now we're doing it.
Yeah, how does this effort compare to the 60s?
Well, back then we were the challenger, we were the newcomer, and we made a statement about who we are and what our company can do when we set our mind to it. And we changed the perception of Ford globally with that race. So this hypercar program in 2027, it's much more than just a racing program to us. It's really a statement about who we are. That the legends from our past, those are not just things in the past. That's still who we are today and what drives us today.
And you're doing this, of course, with your father. How do you get it all done?
Well, we're building this car all in-house. We're developing, we've got Dan on board, our hypercar slayer, and we're developing the whole vehicle, whole powertrain in-house, just like Henry Ford did with Sweepstakes 125 years ago.
Dan, you've been involved with everything from GT3 to Ford's return to Formula One. What drew you to this challenge?
Well, I love motorsports, and this challenge, it's definitely up there. It's definitely up there. The competitiveness of the car and the category is severe. It's fierce. With all the manufacturer involvement and the number of cars there, it's brutal. But we're developing everything in-house, as we said. We are helping Ford return, and everybody's focused on getting Ford back to its spiritual home, and that's the top step.
So how do you see the competitive landscape at the hypercar level?
Well, it is fierce, and to win, everything has to be perfect, every aspect. So whether that be the chassis we're developing with our partner Orica, or whether that's the engine and control software developed here in Detroit, or our simulator program in Concord. Everything must be perfect, but there's full focus, and we know the objective, and that's to win.
Well, Will, I'm dying to know about the engine, so what can you spill on that front?
Well, we're building it the Ford way. We're taking up every single inch of space in the car. We're firing every single cylinder. We have 5-liter V8s racing everywhere from Dakar to Daytona. And if you think we're going back to hypercar without a V8, you're out of your mind.
Okay. Well, tonight you're going to announce that you're taking V8 power back to Le Mans. Let's take a look at that journey.
The engine is the beating heart of every car, and especially a race car.
The 1966 24 Hours of Le Mans. The Ford entries are powered by modified 427 cubic inch Ford engines. 3 American-made sports cars made an incredible 1-2-3 sweep.
Ford hasn't competed for the overall title at Le Mans since our historic wins of the 60s.
The engine is at the heart of everything we do. We're going to be making V8 engines till they're elite.
This car has to go to Le Mans, and it has to win, period.
The engine we're developing for Le Mans is something truly special.
Sure hope it sounds great.
It will.
Okay, I am so excited to see the incredible car and the team you're building. Who, Will, is going to drive it?
Well, we've got 3 of our GT3 factory drivers in the house here with us tonight, and I'm excited to announce that these guys are going to be our next hypercar team.
Okay, well, let's bring them up. Seb Prio, Mike Rockefeller, and making his Ford racing debut, Logan Sargent. Yeah. Okay, Seb, Rocky, Logan, thanks for taking time for us to kick off the season. As hypercar drivers, how does it feel to write the next chapter in the Ford versus everybody story?
I mean, to go back with Ford, what a heritage brand that is at Le Mans, and yeah, it'd be amazing to go back there and go and win, really. But it's a great opportunity and something I'm very much looking forward to.
And who do you want to play you in the movie?
I don't know. Maybe,
Timothy
get 'em out.
Chalamet's hot. Maybe.
Yeah. Not sure already.
Okay, Logan, you are also new to Mustang GT3. What were your first impressions?
Privileged to be here and be welcomed into the Ford family, but super excited for this program. Super excited to help spearhead the development of the hypercar. And yeah, the GT3 was great. I got to debut it, and I'm just excited for the season ahead and getting ready for the following.
Okay, Seb, Rocky, you are about to race the Mustang GT3 at the Rolex 24 Hours of Daytona, where you achieved the podium last year. How are you going to use that experience to prepare for this year's race?
I mean, we had a good one there. We finished third there last year. It's the last hour that matters the most, and you need to be right there. It's a 24-hour sprint race, but you need to be picking up the pieces towards the end, and that's where it matters, and we have that experience. And the car, we know, lasts the 24 hours very well, so yeah, looking forward to it.
I am looking forward to seeing you boys dive bomb a Ferrari at 3 a.m. Anything you want to say to the team as they head out this season?
Look, guys, we're so proud to have you representing Ford, especially back at our spiritual home at Le Mans. And Logan, welcome to the Ford family. We're so honored to have you with us. Seb, Rocky, you guys look ready. I think after Daytona, you look a lot better with the Rolex on your wrist.
Thank you.
All right, guys, you heard the boss. You've got a plane to catch, so put your hands together and let's send them to Daytona with a little heat. Okay, now to close it out, let's bring out the executive chair of Ford Motor Company, Bill Ford.
Hey, Dax. How are you, boss?
Okay, so you guys are both here tonight launching the Ford racing season, a legacy started by your great-grandfather, Bill, and Will, your great-great-grandfather. What does racing mean to the Ford family?
Well, our company was born on a racetrack in 1901. My great-grandfather won the race, got the money, started the Ford Motor Company. But it's much more than that. It's really, who we are as a family. When I think about the Ford family, we've all, and there are many of them here tonight, we've loved racing from the day we were born, and it's part of our DNA, and couldn't be more proud to be up here tonight with this group.
Will, how does it feel to be back in Formula One?
It feels amazing. It's right where we belong. We have a very storied history in Formula One with the DFE Cosworth engine, still one of the winningest engines in the history of the sport. And after a 22-year hiatus, it feels good to be back. And as my dad said, racing is personal for us. At the dinner table, we talk about how we're going to beat Ferrari or what we're going to do next to push our brand and our company, to the next challenge and the next victory. So Formula One, the pinnacle of motorsport, I can't imagine not being there.
Bill, I know that we have dealers, fans, and employees watching all over the world tonight. What message do you want to leave them with?
Well, look, as Will just said, it's personal to us. Our family name is on every product we sell, and it's on every car that we race. And that's a lot of pressure. But you know what? It's a lot of pride, and I love it. And you mentioned our dealers. I mean, you probably saw this. We were just named the most iconic American company, not auto company, but of any company. And yeah, thanks. So Dax, when we race, we're racing for our family, we're racing for our employees, we're racing for our dealers, we're racing for our customers, and we're racing for America. So no pressure there. However, I love it, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Okay, well, bring it on. Thanks to you both so
Thank
much.
you.
Honor to be up here with
Thanks,
you.
Dax. Thank you.
Okay, that's it for now, but don't go away because we're going to experience even more history as we get into Ford's long-awaited return to Formula One racing. Another great milestone in the 125-year history of Ford racing, America's race team.
It began on the track. A dash of hope. A spark of ambition. One man, one car. In a race that would transform an entire industry. proof that to move the world, you have to outrun it. 125 years later, that spark hasn't dimmed. It's grown into a fire that races across every surface in every corner of the world. From the hallowed grounds of Le Mans to the unforgetting dunes of Dakar, from the concrete walls of Daytona to the high-tech circuits of Formula One. Our playground has no borders. Designers, builders, engineers, those who pour their hearts into every weld and every line of code, turning the dream of speed into the reality of performance. Because racing isn't just what we do, it's who we are. Born in Detroit, proven around the world, we are America's race team.
Is that it? Right, we got a wall to wait. Fun.
Look at the car we're sitting in.
Is that my private car?
If you see a gap and you don't go for it, you're no longer a racing driver.
Sometimes you can still use that argument into the steward's office as well.
That's his first lap. So what's the style here?
Jesus Christ. You good?
It's dead impressive. Cruising along in a Ford RS 200, 1986. Many of you will know the significance of the car. Some of you might not. If you don't, Ford built a handful of these things to enter the wild Group B rally category in the mid-80s. But just when they finished it, they banned the category because it was so dangerous and so fast. So they live as a kind of memorial to crazy thinking and extreme motorsport. That seems fitting for the chap that I'm going to talk to today, Max Verstappen. I think he's the most enigmatic, interesting Formula One driver of his generation. Four-time world champion, not much older than my eldest son. Look what he's achieved. He's sort of redefined Formula One. And I have to say, I'm a bit of an old-fashioned motorsport fan. I like my drivers to be drivers. I'm not really interested in the shoes they wear or the clothes they wear or the politics they lean towards. I want them to drive. They go in the pen after the race and they talk about deg and they talk about marbles and they talk about front to rear balance and all the other stuff. But what about actual driving? How it makes them feel? And whether they have a particular style or what they're trying to do with their relationship with the car. And I want to talk to Max about all this stuff. I want to nerd him out. So we'll start in this and we might go to a track afterwards and see what he says. Anyhow, the RS 200, Max Verstappen, doesn't get any better than this. It does not get any better than this. Anyhow, we're rolling in now. I think this is where we're going. Four-time world champion. Hello.
Chris, how's it going?
Well, it couldn't be much better, could it?
Looks good.
You like?
Yeah, looks nice.
Nice to meet you, mate.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Do you know all about these?
Well, not really. Not really, so I think you have to explain me a little bit about it.
Okay, so they made it in 1985-86 for Group B. Group B was the Madness Rally, and you must know about that.
That I know, yeah.
Yeah, right. So, but just when they finished making it, they banned them. Right, so they couldn't do anything with it.
Okay.
So they had to try and finish the road cars, about 150 of which they sold, and they sold them as road cars. So this is a road car. But like all great racing cars for the road, it's a bit compromised. But I just thought, if I'm going to get the chance to spend some time with you and talk about driving, we had to do it in something special.
I've never seen it before,
But
that's
one thing I wanted to do, right?
Yeah.
This is mechanically one of the most curious cars ever made.
Okay.
And this is going to be quite car-y and nerdy, all right? We can be nerds.
Okay.
I want to show you that this has the most ridiculous four-wheel drive system ever made for a car. And I've written it down.
Really?
Okay, look. So, this has a front transaxle, right? So, the way it works is, inline 4 here, so that's a longitudinal four-cylinder engine. It has a shaft that comes straight out of the engine to the front, to a gearbox at the front, with a transfer case, which then fires another rod all the way down the back of the car to drive the rear wheels. Is that not madness?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Why would anyone do that?
The weight distribution? Or?
Exactly. So
there we go.
You see,
there we go.
That's why you're a racing driver. Well, I'd love to drive you around in it. Jump in.
All right then.
You're gonna get a sweaty back in here.
Yeah, that's.
Sorry about that.
All good. All good.
Whoa. This is an absolute rattlebox on the road, sorry.
I'm happy that you're driving.
Yeah, I can't believe that. Are you a good passenger?
I am normally with people, of course, like that
You trust?
Again, if we drive like this, it's all good, right? Yeah. I start to get a little bit more uncomfortable if we start like pushing it. For example, if we're on the track and I'm with my manager, I would not sit next to him.
You won't?
No.
No. But you trust him to make all the big decisions in your life?
Yeah, but not in a race car. I'm not sitting next to him.
You do love driving, do you?
I do, yeah. But mainly, for me, more in like racing cars. So at the moment, you know, F1, then I do spend a bit of time in a GT3 car.
Stop there, can we just discuss that? You went to the Nürburgring.
Yeah.
You called yourself Franz Herman.
Yeah, Franz.
Well, how did you make that up? And how much were you laughing when you did it?
Yeah, so the team, Immo Freda, we have the GT3 car with, they were like, well, Mike, you can drive under a fake name. Do you have any recommendations? So I was like, you know what, let's make it really German. So I was like, Franz Hermann. I was like, that sounds good.
Because he could have been like a sports car racer in the 70s, couldn't he?
Yeah, but then again, you know, if you would choose like a famous name, then people rock up.
Yes.
So I was like, let's not do that. Just make it really German.
But you love driving enough to spend your spare time going to the Nordschleife. I think most people who love driving will appreciate that.
Yeah, for me, it's a passion of mine. I enjoy driving, racing. Plus, of course, now like having the racing team, giving one of my sim drivers a real opportunity in the real world. It's all also for him to understand more of what's going on out there and let him drive the most difficult track on the planet.
And from sim to reality was literally, I mean, tell me your lap times. They're extraordinary. So you start off in the virtual world, and then you drive it really. And first lap out, what was your time?
Yeah, so first lap out was a 7:56 on the VLN layout.
Yeah.
So that was good. I mean, I think the few weeks before that, the pole was a 7:51. And of course, we just run it with a full tank, right? Because you need to. I wanted to do more laps in a row. So then, yeah, second lap, 7:54. Then I boxed. I let my sim driver do a run. Then we went back out with me with a new set of tires, and we did a 7:48. So this is good. I mean, the car was also really nice to drive, but I felt comfortable just because I did already like thousands of laps on the simulator.
When did you first realise that you love driving, that you like holding a wheel, operating stuff? I mean, surely you're a bit like the rest of us. If there's a lawnmower to be driven, you want to drive it. If there's something with a wheel or machinery, you want to operate it.
Yeah, I mean, if I ask my parents, of course, when I was 3 years old, I was already on like a quad bike.
Yeah.
Racing around in the garden. Doesn't matter if it's a quad bike, a car, a go-kart, you know, like I think the excitement also was always like close to the ground and, you know, really feel the speed.
The modern style of driving is a bit different to what many people think is the case. A lot of people still think it's about managing the exit of the corner, but actually there's a school of thought that it's all entry to apex, isn't it? And how you manage the car on the way in.
I think it also depends a lot on what car that you're in.
Yep.
You know, so a road car is different to an F1 car, and a F1 car is different to a GT3 car, and a GT3 car is, of course, again, different to a hypercar or whatever, you know? So I think what is the right way to describe it is you have to adapt to the situation you're in.
So you have to have all the skills.
Because I can't say, but I drive in a F1 like this, so I need to drive it like that. That doesn't work.
But there's a lot of talk about, particularly the Red Bull over the last few years, having a style, requires a style that only you can deliver. It makes really interesting reading if you're like me and a nerd.
Yeah.
Because I know that it must be the case. There must be something there that you can do that no one else can.
Yeah, like I said, I just adapt to what I got. It's not what I like, it's just what I have. So I better try and drive to it, because that's the fastest way to go around the track. But it's not what I personally would like. I mean, I would like different bits of a car.
Well, this season has been extraordinary because you've definitely had some pole positions that outperform the car. Does that make you smile more when you know the rest of the world's going, when you know Fernando Alonso points at a screen and goes, wow, only he can do that?
Yeah.
That's got to make you feel good, hasn't it?
Of course it does, but of course I'm not doing it to show the people, of course, what I'm capable of. I'm doing it because I want to just try and be the best at, you know, with myself. You know, because I'm quite, probably in that sense, quite a perfectionist. It's never good enough. And if I can, of course, come out of the car and I can say to myself, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
It's never good enough, but pretty good.
Have you ever said that was really good?
I've had a few laps that were pretty good. Yeah. When you look back at it.
You said pretty good again.
Yeah, Yeah, it was. I mean, I think even last year Jeddah qualifying, like my first run in Q3.
Yeah.
I came back in the box. I was like shit. This is like I cannot do. I said honestly, I don't know if I can do this again.
Yeah.
And I actually didn't go faster in the second run, so I couldn't do it again.
Your motor skills are clearly otherworldly. I don't understand how you drive on the limit and then I'll have two clips there, multi this, multi that. I'll go one back on the diff here. How on earth do you do that?
Practice.
Is that it?
Yeah, I mean, so when I joined Formula One, also you had to get better at it, because I remember very well that the very first time that I did it, you know, I could maybe do a few switch changes, and then the more experience you get, the more you can do it. And now with the wheel that I have, because of course I'm at the same team already for a long time, I can almost just do it blind. You know, I can just change it without even looking at it.
But it points towards you having spare capacity.
Oh, so for sure. This is very important.
And that's how you make decisions, isn't it?
That is where I think the difference is between a very good driver and then the really, really good drivers. But it's the moments where you're under pressure in very difficult situations. That's where the top drivers will make the difference. In the whatever, wet, safety car scenarios, slippery conditions, you know, making these switch changes to maybe find half a tenth around the lap, you know, little details. That's where, you know, you have the really good drivers make.
Okay, overtaking. I reckon you redefined the art of overtaking in Formula One. At times, some people may not have liked it, but Jesus, you were effective. How much of that is just down to your style and the way that you push? How much of it is down to interpreting the rules? I bet you read the rule book, don't you?
Yeah, I think it's a combination of things. Naturally, how I grew up, you know, the things that I practiced from when I was a kid with my dad and my friends. I mean, even when I was like 8 years old, I had my dad in a higher category, so faster engine basically on the go-kart.
Yep.
Or we were 12 years old. And we would practice like race starts, 2-lap races, then reset. One time you start first, one time you start fifth or sixth, and we just kept on moving position on the grid, you know?
Yep.
Now my dad, of course, he was a bit heavier, so then he took a faster engine, but that was also good because then he would race us, you know, he would like send it into corners, defend, overtake. And like I said, 2-lap races. So, you know, you do your start and then you try to fight your way to the front or sometimes, of course, you get shuffled back. And we did this so many times, even on our summer holidays. This was our summer holiday practice.
There's that famous quotation again, actually, it's Senna. If you see a gap and you don't go for it, you're no longer a racing driver.
Yeah.
A bit of me really does believe that.
Sometimes you can still use that argument into the steward's office as well.
Have you used those words?
Of course.
Some of the imagery of when you started, though, like that. I just remember the crazy, how did he not lose that spin in Interlagos in the wet? You're going up the hill, fully sideways. And we were all watching it going, is he human? How on earth is that not spun?
Honestly, for me, that one was like 50-50 luck, 50 skills. Because you need to have the luck, and of course, because there's a bit of banking in that corner.
Yeah.
So I spun, and then when I spun, luckily the front started to come back towards to the right, basically. So as soon as I felt that it was coming back, I knew that just before the barrier, if you release the brakes, then you get the rolling speed of the tire, and you have a bit more...
It almost drag you forwards, like front-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you like front-wheel drive?
No.
No.
No, I think it's really boring.
Yeah, we call it wrong-wheel drive.
Yeah, it's really boring. When you drive it in a car, for me, it's just like anti-driving. You know, it's like
anti-driving.
Yeah, it's like I drove it sometimes on the simulator as well. For me, like it's the worst thing ever.
Also, what you're asking of the tire is a huge burden on the. It has to steer and put the power down.
So you have to be almost like V-style it more, you know, to be straight out or as much as you can.
Now we're getting so the V-style, right?
Yeah.
This is the driving style conversation I'm going to drag you into. To explain to the casual viewer, the V-style is what I'd call modern racing driving, where you're looking to V straight into the apex and get straight out again. You're not trying to drive the radius of the corner. Is that the way forward?
It's very complicated. It's not like I can sit here and say you have to do this or that.
Yeah.
Because it's not. It simply is not. And every car, I think, is a little bit different.
Yeah.
Even in the same category. I mean, I've driven a lot of GT3 cars. You have to drive them all different.
So is it fair to say that part of your really incredible skill is that you can...
Like adaptability.
Yeah, but the adaptability, but also you can identify where the issues might be.
Yeah, it's very important.
And look for them.
It's very important, yeah. Yeah. Always understand what is the biggest limitation of the car that you have. That's what you have to fix first.
We're going to go to a circuit a bit later on, but I have to ask you now, how quickly do you learn a circuit?
Normally the target is always within 5 laps.
Really? To be on a time?
That's what my dad always taught me from when I was a kid in a go-kart.
5 laps?
Yeah. He said, you need to be on the limit straight away, like, you know, good lap times. Because sometimes you could go out, just drive and, you know, see what happens. My dad was always there, like, no, we go out and we have to be on it straight away.
And I think that's really interesting, because if you just go out and see what it's like, you inadvertently set your limit to that point, don't you?
Yeah. That's never how I approach it. Especially also because in motorsport, so once you move out of go-karting, you don't have a lot of time. There is not a lot of availability to test, or, you know, in a race week, you have FP1, FP2 maybe, and then you go into qualifying.
It's no time at all, is it?
There's no time to get up to speed. You have to be up to speed straight away.
So when people that watch the sport hear, oh, I lost some time in FP1, FP2 because we had a technical issue, that it really puts you on the back foot.
I mean, yeah, it's not ideal, especially if you're quite new, you know, to the championship or the car. It is very important that you get your running in.
Right, now this is going to look a bit weird. Okay, follow me out here, please.
Right.
I've got a really wet back.
You same.
Yeah.
It's quite warm in there.
Over here. I'd love to play pétanque with you.
Yeah.
But I'm going to pick this stick up instead. Right? I'll give you a stick in a minute if you feel like I'm threatened.
Yeah,
by
sure.
it.
I'll take over the
get-
stick in a bit.
You will. You can have a stick. Right. So, race school, you used to have a flip chart, right? You used to have the paper chart and you'd have the corner.
Yeah.
I'm drawing a corner here because I'm not going to let you go on this. I want to know how you deal with the anatomy of a corner. Because corners matter to you, don't they?
Yeah, of course.
They're your
of
life.
Course. Yeah.
They're like your
I
career.
I have to deal with it.
Right. So, we come into a corner like this. We're back at race school, and you're teaching me now.
It's been a
Or
while.
imagine that your dad's talking you through it. Right, so there's our corner.
It's quite a fast corner.
It's quite a fast corner, and there's probably your turn, let's say. There's your apex, and there's your exit.
Yeah.
We can start back here, but I want to know the critical parts of the anatomy of a corner from you.
So it's a flat corner, not banked, right?
It's a flat corner. See, look, it's all coming out. So let's just say it's cambered a bit helpfully.
Okay.
So a little bit of camber. It's not bad camber.
Yeah.
Up.
Yeah. Well,
So we're coming in.
yeah, so of course you try to optimize it all the way to the white line, right? Because
Yep.
if there is no curb here, it's just grass, you
Yeah.
run it up to the white line,
Yeah.
I would say.
Interesting.
Well, wait. I would do like a later, if it's a little bit banked.
It would be a
also,
later turn.
I would do a later turn. And then you, of course, then come out again.
So I might have to stick back. So the Max Verstappen special sauce, and there clearly is some special sauce.
It's quite a late turn.
Is the magic happening here, or is it happening here? I think it's happening here.
You have to always commit to the entry of the corner. But again, it's a balance, because if you commit too hard on entry, it will probably oversteer or understeer, and then you have no exit. So it's like, you have to feel what you can do on entry to then, of course, pick up throttle nicely again on.
But that's a lovely
on the
phrase.
exit.
What you can do on entry, I don't think anyone else can do.
But that's where you have to find your limit, yeah.
Yeah.
And if it's then a bit nicely banked, actually, when I look at it now, this is a bit late.
It'd be there.
Yeah, it's a bit sooner.
And I bet if we put it into a mainframe computer,
Then
that
it's a
would
bit
be
easier.
exactly. No, but you'd be exactly the same, wouldn't it? Is where you pointed out.
Oh, yeah.
But do you look at corners, and are you interested by trying to unlock their potential? Do you look at it and go, this is where I'm going to have my advantage?
Honestly, it's very hard to know where your advantage is going to be, because at the end of the day, also as a driver, if you in a fun, unfortunately, you know, the cars are not the same. So you're sometimes just a bit limited with the car that you got.
Yeah.
So, for example, I know with the car that I got at the moment, we're quite good in the high speed. So I know that's where I can get a bit of my advantage. But I also know that in the low speed, maybe it's a bit more difficult. So that is where you then need try not lose too much time. Need to find the optimum balance. But then again, some tracks have a lot of high-speed corners, some don't. So then it's like how I can still extract the most out of the car that we got.
I think I'm learning something. It's difficult, this. I'm going to get the special sauce.
It's not easy.
Can we go to a track and actually try this for real?
Yeah, sure. I think that's always a bit easier to... It's always easier to show than draw it.
Would you like the stick?
I don't think we need the stick
Okay,
anymore.
let's go. Come on. We've got a regulation change coming.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
You know, I think it's important to be a bit in the middle of it. You know, like, from the outside, personally, it doesn't look as the most exciting. But on the other hand, I'm also like, let's see, wait and see. Maybe, honestly, like, it is fun. I think from our side, of course, what is exciting is, of course, that Ford is stepping in with us and see how our partnership can develop. That is for sure the exciting bit about it.
Ford's fascinating because people think of Ford as just making, like, either F-150 trucks or normal
they have a
sedans or something.
massive
Look at the
history
car
in
we're sitting in.
motorsports, yeah.
This is insane.
Yeah.
We're about to go and see an even more insane road car. And without Ford, there would be no Formula One in the modern era, because the DFV was in just about every Formula One car in the 70s.
Yes.
As a custom engine. The sport
People
would have
forget
ended.
about that, yeah. No, exactly. I mean, it's And even to this day, you know, they're involved in so many racing projects, and of course they're coming back to Le Mans with a hypercar as well. So
come on, you'd fancy that, wouldn't you?
Of course, hypercar for sure. I like, of course, in GT3 you want to do your Nordschleife, your 24 hours of Spa. But then, of course, maybe the other ones you want to probably do it in the fastest category.
The other one that I love, which is 12 hours, is Sebring.
Yeah, Sebring. I've been fortunate enough to drive there once.
What a circuit, with the bumps.
It's nuts. It's insane that that's still like out there.
So you need to do Daytona, so you get the
all
watch.
Of them, all of them. I really want to do all of them.
There's something about you entering a circuit. I think the perimeter of the circuit, when you enter that circuit, a switch goes off.
Yeah, I mean, so if I would come to a new track, first thing, of course, what you would do is, of course, you look at onboards, whatever you can find.
Yep.
What I actually also like to do is look at Google Maps sometimes, so you just have it in your head, yeah.
So are you visualizing it the whole time?
Yeah, so you can think about it already a bit.
What about the track walk? Do you think the track walk's overstated?
I never do it anymore. Only if the track is completely new, I might do it, but I always say my outlap is my track walk, because you drive a bit slower.
Because it became almost like a part of the uniform, didn't it? If you didn't do the track walk, you had to...
I mean, honestly, to walk for like 5 to 7 kilometers, it's just boring. I just prefer to do my outlap a bit slower, look around, and you're like, okay, yeah, that's fine.
Have you been here before?
Once, last year. I drove the super van, the electric one, you know, the van. That's quite fast.
Guess where I drove that last?
Nords?
Yes.
You drove it there? My dad drove it there as well.
In the wet. In the
oh, okay, the wet.
On slicks. They only had slicks for it.
No way.
It was a film they never showed after they cancelled the show.
Yeah.
They never showed the film, but I
can imagine. You must
shit myself.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Because it's so fast.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I drove it here accelerated. I was like, holy shit! Like, what is this? Pulled the handbrake a little bit and the hairpin because it's quite tight. I went in and I lost the rear a bit. Yeah. So I just pulled the handbrake and then I did a 360 and I continued.
And everyone thinks it's on purpose.
It's just like.
Here we go. We're going to stop here now.
Yeah.
We're going to look at this corner.
Nice hairpin.
It's a nice hairpin. So, are you visualizing what you can do around this corner, or are you just thinking, that's another track?
Yeah, but so if we would just drive past, I would just look at it, and then you know, you see the color of the tarmac, you see if it's dirty or not. Then you go to
little BC.
Yeah, a little bit. Well,
little bit of special sauces coming out.
Conditions, you know. Now it's nice and sunny. You checked, of course, what was the weather the last day or whatever? Did it rain overnight? Not. Little bit.
Whether it's green.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting somewhere.
You're getting more. Well, at the end of the day, it's also preparation, right? You have to just prepare yourself.
Yeah.
Look at everything.
Do you still get excited by race circuits?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the night before I drove the Nords, I can feel it when I'm sleeping. You're just more excited than maybe some other nights.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
That's a spicy color.
I'm going to reverse it in.
I like that.
Look at that.
I like that color.
You need one of those company car, mate.